everybody. I'm Tracy Barrett with the Focus on Nova Real Estate team at Century 21 Redwood Realty, and we are here at Merrifield Garden Center for our top 3 takeaway. I'm super excited with my good friend Alex, who I've known for like 5 minutes, to be doing this spot today. So Alex, we're here talking about the native plant section and native plants in Virginia. What can you tell us about native plants?
So at Merrifield Garden Center, we're always going to have a fair amount of native plants in stock. In the last couple of years, there's been an increased focus on native, and people have started realizing that not only are you putting a beautiful plant in front of your landscape, but you're also benefiting other native populations of birds and bees and all kinds of stuff. We have some here, some really good examples. Just planting natives doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice beauty. A lot of people love plants that are going to attract butterflies and hummingbirds. For instance, we have the Buckeye bottle brush, which is a native Buckeye. It gets these beautiful red flowers. It's a huge attractor for hummingbirds on their journey through our area. So they love to stop. If you have a plant like this in your landscape, they'll probably give you a nice visit, and then you can also supplement that with feeders. Another one of the plants that I think is really beautiful is sweet shrub, but also spice bush, which is Lindera benzoin. Spice bush is really interesting because it has its own symbiotic relationship with a caterpillar. So the spice bush swallowtail is a butterfly which kind of exclusively uses this plant as its host. And there's not a lot of people plant spice bushes, but if you walk around like Great Falls or any of the parks in the area and you know what you're looking for, spice bush is really easy to point out, and also it has this beautiful smell which is really distinctive. If you crush the leaves, or even on a windy day, if you're standing next to this shrub, you're just overpowered with the smell of cinnamon. And these are just 2 examples of hundreds of native plants that give back to the ecology, but then also can give us beautiful landscapes. Another one of my favorite is viburnum. So viburnum dentatum, or arrowwood, is a beautiful native viburnum. And not only do we have the straight species, but we have about 15 or 16 different cultivars. So they're still going to serve the natives, but they may be a little bit more showy in their flowers, or they may have a little bit different color than what the native is going to necessarily have in its wild type. So you can kind of pick and choose. A lot of these are going to like pretty shady environments, but most of them are going to really be fine even up into full sun.
So they're shade lovers for the most part then?
For the most part. I mean, native Virginia ecology is forest land. So most of the bushes and smaller trees either are going to be in clearings or on the edge of forests or deep in the forest as understory shrubs. Like the viburnum that I was just talking about, viburnum dentatum, typically we find that under larger trees. And it will only get dappled sunlight or completely indirect sunlight. So a lot of times when a customer will come in and they have a shade garden situation or some beautiful trees that they want to preserve, but they still want to landscape their bed, and they have that native Virginia clay soil, I'm going to push them towards natives because they're going to be great in the soil, they're going to be good at dealing with that shade, and they're also, like I said, they're going to attract beautiful butterflies and all kinds of birds, and give back to this wonderful ecology that we have in Northern Virginia.
So our audience typically is the audience that is looking to kind of do the weekend fixer-upper, or maybe over the month the spring is coming in. Where should people start and to initiate this if they want to start incorporating these plants into their flower beds?
So a great place to start is just to come into the garden center or go to a native plant swap. There's tons of native plant communities in our area, and talk to experts. Bring in photos, an idea of what the space is and what the light's like, and we can get you set up with the right plant. But just coming in and interacting with these plants and seeing them is really where I would definitely recommend that you start, just to get started. Come on in, talk to us. We're super friendly. Most of us are pretty knowledgeable, and we're here to help.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming out today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you have gloves. Okay. Sorry, COVID-19, everybody. But talk to Alex at Merrifield Garden Center. Give back to the environment. Let's get the birds and butterflies back again. Tracy Barrett with the Focus on Nova team. We're here to help you with any of your questions for real estate.